Hayes isn't here. He's been thrown into the gendarmery's jail to the north of the bazaar due to some taxation difficulties. Can't say I'm unfamiliar with the situation. A skinny old man. He's sitting in front of a basket. I should probably visit Hayes and the gendarmerie first. This guy doesn't look like he's going anywhere. Typical Moroccan clothing. I've got to find Professor Hayes before I leave town. All kinds of exotic fruits and vegetables. I can't spend the little time I have left shopping. I've got to look for Hayes. I should find Professor Hayes before sightseeing. The gendarmerie is in the north. That's the gendarmerie. Looks like the gendarmerie's car. I don't think this well sees much use. I don't think this... A rusty well crank. The well's all dried up. But I might find a use or five for this crank handle.
I beg your pardon?
Bonjour. How can I help you?
I'm looking for Professor Hayes. I was told I could find him here.
That is correct. Professor Hayes is a guest in the cell behind me.
Could I speak to him quickly?
I am afraid that's impossible, sir. While investigations are ongoing, Professor Hayes is not allowed contact with anyone. That was a direct order.
But it's really very urgent.
I'm sorry, monsieur. The situation would be very different on payment of bail, of course.
Bail?
Naturellement. The judge has set bail, upon payment of which Monsieur Hayes can be released.
How much is the bail?
200 francs.
I see. That's 200 francs more than I have.
I assume you have the funds.
Don't worry. I'll raise the capital somehow.
You may bring the money to us any time.
The bail money is 200 francs.
Oui, 200 francs.
And what if I ask really nicely?
Monsieur, we may be on African soil, but this is not a bazaar. It is the gendarmerie of the French Republic. An honorable judge has set the bail at 200 francs and it shall stay there.
Oh well. Worth a punt.
Do you have any other requests?
That handsome vehicle outside.
Ah, the pride of the gendarmerie. 35 horsepower, 3 gears, and 0 to 60 in 45 seconds.
You certainly seem to like it. That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
A particularly uninteresting desk. That must be the official stamp of the gendarmerie. This part of Morocco is a French protectorate, which is why a real live gendarme is sitting right there. Professor Hayes is in this cell. The gendarme will not be too pleased if I steal stuff from his desk. More importantly, I might end up in there with Hayes. I need to distract him first.
Psst. Hey, young man.
What? Who?
Over here, from the cell window.
Hayes? Professor Hayes?
Shh. We have to be quiet. What do you want from me?
My name is Paddock. Fenton Paddock.
Not so loud.
Somebody in your shop told me I could find you here.
The friendly Monsieur Lacoste, no doubt. In these somewhat embarrassing circumstances, I think we can save ourselves any formalities. So tell me, what brings you here?
I need your help. Do you remember your Tibet expedition about 14 years ago?
Are you joking? How could I forget? It all began with that expedition. Call it fate or maybe destiny, but I don't believe it was chance that brought me there.
Then the name Yen Wang means something to you.
Of course. But why on earth are you interested in this expedition?
Yen Wang was an old friend of mine. He died a couple of days ago, and I used his maps from that time to try and find an expedition that's disappeared in Tibet. We reached the Kembalung Valley, but found a Nazi squad occupying the monastery there.
Stop! Are you trying to tell me that you have found the actual Kembalung Valley?
Well, I mean, technically the Nazis found it first. I just followed them. But they'd killed all the monks.
And what about you? Did you enter the monastery itself?
While I was searching for my friend, the leader of the expedition, I found a secret chamber. There were these symbols all over the walls. The same as the ones Yen Wang drew. He translated them using your notes.
Yes. When we were preparing for the expedition, I found a previously unknown script in a library in Nepal. I don't suppose you deciphered the symbols in the chamber?
Well, in a way. Yen Wang's niece actually did the translation bit. But you know, I got her there in the first place. It was all nonsense, though. Sleeping dragons and gates and fairies. But then there was something about a key. You can find it by viewing the Keeper's map through the eye of the dragon. I know it sounds crazy, but my friend disappeared in that chamber. I need to find him. Yen Wang wrote that you found the remains of a map and a gemstone during your expedition.
Perhaps, my friend, we should all be more open to belief in such stories. After all, Schliemann's belief in Homer's stories led him to find Troy. This is probably the greatest news of my entire life. We need to get out of here. I have the Eye of the Dragon. If your translation is correct, then I now know what to do with it. I will finally find Shambhala. After all this time.
Shambhala? The Nazi leader talked about Shambhala. What is a Shambhala?
The Buddhists call it Shambhala, but it's much, much older than Buddhism, or any other religion on this earth. The Nazis want to find it as well. How ironic. For years, no one believed me. Refused to fund a second expedition. I lost my reputation and my job. But I knew I was in the right. And now, the Nazis of all people are drawing the same conclusions as I did. Even if only a fraction of what I found out about this place is true, it would be a major catastrophe if the Nazis were to find Shambhala. Do they know about me and the Eye of the Dragon?
Already on their way.
My, you do bring a sense of adventure with you, don't you? Get me out of here, and I'll tell you everything that I know. Not a second has passed over the last 14 years when I didn't think about finding Shambhala. Oh, my heart. Oh, this excitement is too much for me.
Are you ill?
Not ill, but not young either. Could you do me a favor? There is a small case in my shop with an ornament on the lid. My heart drops are in there. Please get it from the cost.
What about the dragon eye thing? Isn't that more important?
Forgive me, young man. We only met 5 minutes ago. I'm not willing to part with the eye quite yet, but don't worry. Lacoste will never find it. Bring me the case as soon as possible. Then we'll worry about the eye.
Don't forget the Nazis. I'll do my best, but I need to find 200 francs for your bail as well.
Yes, of course. Here, take this ring. It's not worth much, but if you can sell it for a few francs, it might be a start.
Thanks, Professor. See you soon. The Professor gave me this ring. He wants me to sell it to raise the bail money.
The gendarmerie's pride and joy. I don't need to add auto theft to my list of misdemeanors. This round fixture held the crank handle for the well. Looks kind of empty now. Ow! The sun's heated this thing to a blistering temperature. The man seems to work here. There's clean water in there. Every color dye under the sun.
Hello. May I interrupt you?
Welcome to my dye factory. What brings you here?
I've something else to see to. Salam.
Salam.
A thimble rigger. You have to follow the cups and guess which one holds the ball.
Come closer. Wanna play a game? Just 25 francs to play.
I'm afraid I haven't got the required startup capital. Can I open with a lower bet?
The opening bet is 25 francs. Sorry, but those are the rules.
I haven't got that much on me.
But hey, never say never. Come back when you've rustled up enough cash.
Might get me closer to my 200 francs, but I need some funds to gamble with. That's the way to the train station. Visit the Great Berber Festival and enjoy dancing, music, and traditional delicacies. Just north of the town and easy to get to. A skinny old man. He's sitting in front of a basket.
Good day. May I interrupt you briefly?
A tourist. Assalamu alaikum. Can I interest you in a demonstration of my art?
I don't technically have time. But why not?
Watch very closely.
Nice job. I'm impressed.
Thanks, Sidi.
That was lovely.
Thanks, my friend. Unfortunately, not everyone here appreciates it.
What do you mean?
Recently, I was driven out of the bazaar. I'm not allowed to play there anymore. The merchants accused me of scaring away the customers. This flute is something very special. It has belonged to my family for more than 100 years and can produce magical tones. My forefathers were nomads, and played music for their camel herds with this flute.
Come again? For their camel herds?
Exactly. Camels are very sensitive creatures, you know. They always serve their masters faithfully. Nomads need camels in order to survive the desert. Thus, there is a unique bond between an animal and his owner, which can best be expressed through music. Camels can feel the warmth and gratitude emanating from the sounds of the flute, completely different to the ignorant and soulless traders here in town. These peasants do not know good music, unlike you, my friend.
And the camels, of course. I always wanted to learn how to teach snakes these tricks. I mean, how long on average does it take to teach a cobra to move to the rhythm of the music?
I shall be honest with you, stranger. Like most snakes, my cobra is completely deaf. It does not even hear the music. It just follows the movements of my hands. But the music creates the right atmosphere amongst the spectators.
My thirst for knowledge is quenched. I'm loving the story you told me about this flute.
No wonder, Sidi. The flute is something very special.
Is it really true that the sound of a flute has a special effect on camels?
Allah is my witness.
Can I convince you to give me a demonstration?
No offense, Sidi, but in order to find a camel, we will need to leave the town, and my legs aren't what they used to be. If the whole thing really interests you, you can borrow the flute and try it out yourself.
Ah, grand.
Not so fast, Sidi. There's an old saying that goes, "Give and you shall receive." If I lend you my flute, I'll have to take a break. And when I have a break, I get thirsty.
Understood. You'll lend me your flute if I get you something to drink.
Yes. Okay.
I'll be off then.
Salam, stranger.
Stop! Don't speak. Let me guess. You are from England, are you not?
Good guess. Or is it that obvious?
Between you and me, I heard you talking just now. How can Jamil help you?
Well,
Stop. I've worked it out. You're looking for a fine necklace for your wife. No. A young daredevil like you is not yet died down. You're looking for a diamond for your mistress.
well,
Either way, your beloved will look like an oriental princess wearing jewelry from Jamil. And I will give you the best prices in town. Buy at Jamil's and you won't regret it. So, what can I do for you, Sidi?
listen, Jamil. How much would you give me for this ring?
Let me have a look. It's clearly made of gold, and the stone seems to be real as well. But I can see some wear and tear, and the overall design is not of a particularly high quality.
Don't play a player, Jamil. Stop trying to lower the price.
Look, Englishman, I like you, and I wish to be honest with you. You won't get any more than 3 francs for a ring of this standard. When I subtract the rent I pay for my shop and the upkeep of my 7 children, I can offer 2 francs at the most. And even this will, how do you say, break the bank.
Jamil, I can see not 1 foot from my face that you're selling silver rings for 15 francs.
Ah, a wise heart is like a rich treasure. Okay, 5 francs, final offer. Because I like you and we are celebrating our jubilee soon, I can also give you a free coupon. If you need a necklace repaired or want some jewelry polished to a shine, Jamil will do that for you for free. Take it or leave it.
I hate haggling. God knows why I'm a smuggler. Okay, fine. Give me the 5 francs.
Frugality lasts forever. And don't forget your coupon, Sidi.
You have lovely jewelry.
Thank you, Sidi. Jamil learned the trade from his father and uses selected materials only.
I bet.
Jamil also accepts jewelry as payment, for a reasonable price, of course. He will repair, restore, and clean your jewelry. Your wish is Jamil's command.
I appreciate your business philosophy. How's business?
Marrakesh is the pearl of the Moroccan imperial cities. And now, with the Berber rebellion in the past, we attract visitors once more.
Berber rebellion?
I am not an information center, Sidi. I'm a jeweler.
I see. Unfortunately, I have no money. I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you soon, Sidi.
Make jewelry, buy jewelry, clean, repair, grind gemstones. You buy here now. Jamil has best prices far and wide, just no understanding of good grammar. That must be the case with the heart drops. I can't just take it. Everything's been confiscated. I should talk to Lacoste and explain the situation. I'm sure he'll be reasonable. He's an officer of the law. That's Monsieur Lacoste. He's sort of a debt collector for the administrators of the French Protectorate.
Monsieur Lacoste.
Oh, it's you again. Have you found Monsieur Hayes?
Yes, and I'm afraid I need your help.
Pardon?
Professor Hayes asked me to bring him his heart drops. He's not very well, you know. The arrest, the prison. Too much upset for an old man. In any case, the drops are in a small case and I...
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Before you go on, I have to stress once more that I cannot possibly hand over any piece from this shop before I have catalogued everything in it.
Listen, this man has heart problems. He needs his medication. You can't call red tape on me. Believe me, I've had my fill of red tape in the last few days.
You misunderstand me, monsieur. All of Monsieur Hayes' property has been confiscated. However, I can give you an application form. In certain cases of hardship, personal possessions of particular importance may not be seized.
Now you see, I would think that vital medication would be one of those items of particular importance.
I am not disagreeing with you, monsieur. However, I still need official permission. Present your case to the authorities and get this application form stamped.
Ah, bureaucracy. The only thing more dangerous than the Nazis. Monsieur, about the case with the heart drops.
Oui, how can I help you?
Do you think you could make an exception and give me the case right now? An innocent tax defrauder's life is at stake.
I will give you the case as soon as you provide me with the stamped application form.
Touché, monsieur.
You'll see me again.
Au revoir, monsieur.
It's a shop selling pots, which is not very exciting. Nothing I want to buy, and no salesman lurking around either. Nothing I want to...
Assalamu alaikum, my friend. Come and have a look at my local produce. You won't find anything better this side of the Atlas Mountains.
What do you have to offer?
I can give you perfectly tailored jalabas. I have almost every size and color in stock.
Jelly... You have what now?
They are the Berbers' traditional costumes that you see here before you, my friend. The jalabas are worn throughout North Africa.
Good to know. What does a jalaba like this cost?
We can discuss prices later, my friend. First, take a good look at the stock. Have a good feel of the structure of the fabric. Try something on if you want. Only then will you realize the exceptional quality of my stock.
That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam.
End of the line. The sign says, "Danger. Do not cross the Salt Lake on your own." It seems the Salt Lake may only be crossed in the company of an experienced guide. And where does one find oneself such a guide? Danger. Do not cross the Salt Lake on your own. There's another tent on the other side, but I can't see anyone over there either. There's a camel over there. I bet it could help me over the lake. I once read that camels always find a safe route because they instinctively avoid quicksand or unstable ground. Or is that cats? No, it's definitely something to do with camels and their sensitive feet. But of course, the camel guide is nowhere to be seen. It doesn't look very stable. Probably full of hollows just beneath the surface salt. There's hay in the trough. They're covered in sand and dirt, but there are some small crystals in the ground here. I can't break it off with my hand. I should be able to break off some crystals. Got it. I've levered off a piece of crystal. This must be where the lake guide waits. Unfortunately, he's not here. Break for lunch. Guided tours across the lake take place again this evening. Why does that not surprise me? This must be where the lake guide waits. Unfortunately, he's not here. Visit the Great Berber Festival and enjoy dancing, music, and traditional delicacies. Just north of the town and easy to get to.
Assalamu alaikum. It's you again. What can I do for you?
I'm more of a quantity, not quality guy. How much?
Before I give you a price, you must realize I only manufacture using the finest materials. You won't find better textiles anywhere this side of the Atlas Mountains.
Yes, you said that before.
I see that shopping for the Western man is not the art it should be. But I like that about you. You are a worthy opponent. A man with character and a strong mind.
I'm glad someone sees that. I just wish it weren't you. No offense.
None taken, my friend. Perhaps the lady too will see these things when you wear such fine clothing. I shall offer you a special price, my friend. I like you. I think you really want to wear it. And I think that it is made for you. But you must promise me not to tell anyone about the price.
Scout's honor.
Good. Then listen carefully, for I can only make this offer once. I will give you this djellaba for just 300 francs. No joke! Do we have a deal?
How can I put this politely? Not in a month of Sundays. Sorry, I'm just somewhat financially challenged right now. That's all for now. Perhaps I'll come around again later.
Salam!
Ah, it's you again. What do you think? Care for a little game?
I'm afraid I haven't got the required startup capital. Can I open with a lower bet?
The opening bet is 25 francs. Sorry, but those are the rules.
I haven't got that much on me.
But hey, never say never. Come back when you've rustled up enough cash.
Might get me closer to my 200 francs, but I need some funds to gamble with. Professor Hayes' cell. I've had a natter with Hayes. Now I need to get him out of prison. I suppose I ought to get his heart medication as well. Rescuing a corpse won't do me any good. Monsieur Lacoste gave me this form. Since he seized all the professor's belongings, I'll only get my hands on the professor's heart drops once it's been officially stamped. Good day.
What do you want now?
It's about Professor Hayes. I've known him a long time now, and I know he suffers from heart disease.
He seems perfectly healthy to me.
Yes, he is, but only if he takes his medication regularly. That's the whole point. I want to fetch his heart drops from his shop. The problem is, I can't get them without official approval. Would you be so kind as to stamp this application form?
Pardon. I really cannot do that.
Why? Is there something wrong with your hand? Here, let me take a look at that.
There is nothing wrong with my hand, monsieur. I do not have the authority to grant your application. Contact the head of the department or the judge. They are both back in town tomorrow.
Oh, great. You know what? I don't think I'd give you any authority if I were them either.
And if you were them, monsieur, you would know better than to insult an officer of the gendarmerie. Now, excuse me, s'il vous plaît.
That's everything for now.
I wish you a pleasant day, monsieur.
I'm not 5 years old. Covering myself in paint doesn't really appeal. Okay, maybe a bit. I don't really want to wash my hands here.
Hello, it's me again.
Welcome back. How can I be of service?
What exactly do you dye here?
Oh, simply everything. Cloth and clothing, fabrics, wool, skins, leather.
How do you produce these dyes?
They are all natural colors. We extract them from plants, fruits, and minerals, amongst other things. The red color here is made from iron-rich clay, and the green is made from lichen. For some colors, we use ingredients of animal origin. Very good colors come from a certain species of aphids and snails. The purple color there comes from fluid secreted by a particular snail. Wool takes this color very well.
Nice! So you can cuddle up in your lovely woolen jumper made from snail secretion.
Perhaps your standards in the West are somewhat more backward.
I've something else to see to. Salam.
Salam.
I can redeem this coupon at Jamil's jewellery shop and get a piece of jewellery repaired or polished. A raw quartz crystal. Not quite as pretty as it could be.
I just knew that you would come back. What can Jamil do for you, Sidi?
Would you be interested in a crystal?
Let me have a look, Sidi. This is no crystal. Well, not good crystal. This quartz is all over the Atlas Mountains. It badly needs to be polished up.
That's a shame. To tell the truth, I was hoping to sell it.
If you want me to, I could at least clean it up. Do you still have the coupon I gave you?
Yes, here it is.
Then this service is free of charge. Wait there. I'll do it now. Your quartz, sir. Looking considerably finer for Jamil's light touch.
Thanks, Jamil. I'm going to have another walk around town.
See you soon, Sidi.
Nothing I want to buy, and no salesman lurking around either.
Greetings, stranger! I have the freshest and juiciest fruits from far and wide.
Thanks, I can see that. Can you recommend something special?
I just got these juicy figs a short time ago, and the dates are also very fresh.
Oh, no thanks. They're not really my thing. How much do these oranges cost, for example?
10 francs per pound.
Well, that's a bit much. What about the pineapples there?
8 francs each.
My word, that's more than back home. How long do I have to stand here and bargain till I get these goods at the non-foreigner price?
I can't go any lower, I'm afraid. These fruits, they don't grow locally and are transported here by caravan. It's a long journey from here to the coast. This drives the prices up, as you can imagine. If you're short of money, come back this evening. I sell the old fruits at half price before I close my shop.
Wasn't planning on being here that long.
I'm sorry, but I have nothing to give away.
Oh well, who has? What can I buy for 5 francs?
5 francs will not go far these days. How about 500,000? It's from yesterday, but I can give you a good price. Or do you want some peppers? They're not the freshest either.
Thanks, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Salam. Drop by again.